In this video, I'll be taking on Vietnam street food that can kill you. Overall, Vietnamese street food is known for being very balanced. Everything heavy is balanced with something light. Vegetables are a must, and fresh herbs can be found beside nearly every dish. Today, I'm on a mission to find this city's dirtiest, grimiest,
greasiest street food.
Street food that would put American fast food to shame. We are headed to our first location now. Let's see if I can survive to the end of this video. Right behind me, a place serving soft-shell crab. There's nothing inherently dangerous about a soft-shell crab. So how do they turn this innocent, weak-looking animal into something dangerous? With huge, heaping helpings of oil. But before we head to the frying station, let's meet our meat. It's right here. This is a whole pan absolutely chock full of soft-shell crabs. These are all crabs that have recently molted. Now, if they were in the wild, they would be hiding under a rock until their shell got hard. But here, well, it's too late, buddies. Oh, wow. They feel so weird. Oh, my God. I'm literally squeezing all its internal organs. What used to be a hard shell is now just a leathery surface, barely protecting its insides from being squished. These are its claws. They're soft, they're fleshy. Look at that. Oh. Its whole arm just detached like some kind of a crappy superhero figurine I had when I was a kid. The point I was trying to make is that this right here isn't hurting you. It's just super, super soft. Now, if you're looking for a hard shell species, that would be these guys right here. This guy, super thick, super hard, nothing's getting through that. These guys have delicious crab meat. We're gonna be using the meat from one of these crabs for a fried rice dish, but these guys are gonna be fried whole. All right, folks, we are ordering now. I've got 4 crabs right here. Let's see this man at work. Sir, take it away. Okay, action. Step 1, he takes the scissors to each crab, cutting them immediately in half. Wow, it's like cutting construction paper. My God, they get cut in half so easily. So this is a batter made from tapioca starch, and it is very gooey. He dips each one into the batter, and then he puts it into this hot bubbling oil. Already, they're getting so crispy and so golden brown, it looks fantastic. Perhaps this will be coming to a state fair somewhere near you in the USA, except for people, they might have to hide the part where they cut in half the live crab. But can I tell you, how else should they kill it? It's a quick death. Cut just about any animal in half, dead immediately. It's very humane. Cut an elephant in half, done. It's over. Oh shit, I missed it. From there, he takes it out of the oil and he puts it here to let the oil drain. All right, folks, right here we have our first meal of the day, and this is a doozy. We are starting strong. If you didn't fully understand the concept of this video, let me explain. This video is all about the most delicious but unhealthy foods we can find in Vietnam. What do we have right here? An entire plate full of soft-shell crabs. We're gonna build up to the soft-shell crabs, but first, fried rice.
In a hot wok, add some onions and a load of crabby goodness. Then toss in pre-seasoned crab fat and stir it all together. Next, a mix of rice and egg joins in. Give it a good stir before adding in some scallions. For the final touch, a dash of pepper.
This looks absolutely beautiful. I'm in love. The fried rice, it has that wok hay. That is a flavor that the wok imparts into the rice. To me, when I think junk food, I'm thinking carbs, fat. That's what we have right here. Oil and rice, baby. And then big, beautiful morsels of crab. Right here we have a giant claw. The best part, little tiny bits of shell still left with the crab to remind you that came from a real crab. So that is a fried rice, but this is the main course. Big, beautiful chunks of fried soft shell crab. Let's break it open to see what's inside. Oh my gosh, you can see that silky, soft, pure white meat on the inside. And then that is part of the shell right there. I'm gonna put it in here. This is kind of like a Thai chili sauce. Oh, it's such a clean taste. It's clearly so fresh. Now we're moving on to the leg section. The Thai chili sauce, it's thick, it's spicy, and very sweet too. But the legs, it's just pure fried goodness. That is the claw from the crab. Let's give it a little bit of a dip. This is ordinarily what could absolutely destroy human flesh, but now, soft, tender, delicious. So for me, this is a great way to start the day. But today, we're going to 6 more destinations, and I'm gonna see if I can survive to the last one, because the last one is a doozy. All right, folks, we have come to our second location. My excitement levels have gone up, and so has my blood pressure. But why think about the oil that's clogging my arteries when I could be thinking about the oil that's frying our next delicious food? This place specializes in all things fried. They have those long Chinese donuts, known in Vietnamese as Quail. They have fried... Jesus, thought I was being attacked. They have fried breads full of sweet filling, and they also have fried banh bao. Now, usually the banh bao is steamed, but here they take it an extra level and they fry it. Why? Because they're absolutely reckless. Let's go inside and see how they do it. Boom, we have broken into the back of the dumpling making factory. This is the whole assembly line going from this gentleman all the way over to that guy. We start with already pre-measured and pre-portioned balls of dough. Then those get moved over here to the plastic pipe that also works as a roller. That's right, in your kitchen, you've been using a wooden rolling pin this whole time, and that was a waste of money because you could just be using some leftover from your plumbing. After it's been flattened, it's ready to receive some fillings. He spoons on some mushroom mixed with pork. From there, he retrieves a couple of quail eggs that are already hard boiled. And then from there, he's got a singular salted egg yolk. Now, it's time to pinch the dough and wrap all those fillings into the inside. He creates a kind of a dough nipple on top, turning, pushing, pressing.
Pop it, twist it, pull it, twist it.
And finally, the dumpling is complete. After the banh bao have been formed, they are ready for frying. Right here, there is a wok full of blazing hot oil right next to my crotch. I feel insecure, but hopeful for the future and my future children. Please be gentle. Okay. Right now, piece by piece, he is putting all of that banh bao right here into the oil. It is sizzling, it is cooking all the way through. It looks like a wok full of delicious baseballs. The smells in here, it smells like a state fair, like it's good, but you know it's bad for you at the same time. It's like a guilty pleasure. From here, he takes out his, thing. From here, he takes out his strainer and he retrieves all of these insanely hot, freshly fried banh bao. These things are just gonna drip oil out, and in a few minutes, they're gonna be ready to eat. Sir, oil man, thank you. My fry guy, my guardian of the grease, my oily avenger. Okay, I gotta go. Take care. All right, folks, we have our second food on our unhealthy hit list right here. In this area of the plate, you can see she has vivisected one of these banh bao. Now, I'm not gonna eat that. I'm gonna eat this, because this is the typical customer experience right here, biting into the banh bao and not knowing which part you're gonna be biting into. Oh yeah, that pork with the mushroom, it's salty, it's sugary too. It's a little bit of everything. The bread on the outside is completely different from any other banh bao I've had. It's a banh bao, but instead of a typical wheat wrapper, it's like this sweet, delicious donut texture. Fried bread, what's not to love? Next, we're going to another fat-filled location. Let's go check out our next food. Our next food resides inside a quiet, unassuming alley here in the city of Saigon. Right behind me, Bánh Tráng 237. Like many restaurants in Vietnam, the restaurant is named after the type of food they serve, plus the address number. Our next dish is known as Bánh Tráng Chop. This is a type of Vietnamese salad, but it's not the type of salad that you're thinking of. For example, one of the ingredients that's going to be topping this salad is fried pork fat. That's right, fat from a pig that's also fried. It tastes amazing. Let's go see how they make this salad. Boom, we are inside the kitchen right now. I'm with the salad maker. She's right here. How you doing? Let's get into our first dish. It starts with shards of rice paper that has been cut into little bitty pieces. From here, she drops in scallions and scallion oil. Even more scallions and scallion oil. From here, she adds sauté sauce. Nice, spicy, and salty. All of that is gonna get a little bit of a mix. Just like spraying a disobedient cat, she sprays everything down with a water bottle. I believe the goal is to make this rice paper a little bit tender, but not too soft. We still want it to be chewy, but not so hard that you can't eat it. From here, she grabs some shrimp salt, and she gives it all a little bit of a mix. Now it is time for some crushed peanuts. From here, she grabs our container, and she stuffs it full of that salad. Here we have our crown jewel, pork fat that has been fried. Then here we have some minced pork, and then somebody has their alarm going off. Here we have scallions with scallion oil, and even more crushed peanuts. From here, she added some quail eggs. She even adds some to the floor. At last, our final ingredient, chicharron, or fried pork skin. All right, folks, this is my kind of salad. A rice paper salad topped with 3 kinds of pork. I think I'm gonna start just by eating the chicharron. Chicharron tastes like chicharron, but they've also put some kind of a chili syrup on the outside. So it's fish sauce with chilies, it's sweet, it's spicy. But this right here is what I'm here for. You can even see some protein, some fat, and then like the actual skin from the pig. Oh yeah, pure, crunchy, fatty goodness. Some of these, when you chew on them, they still are gushing porky oil. They fry the pork in its own pork fat. It's making full use of Mother Nature. But this, my friends, is a salad. It's meant to be mixed and eaten all together. Every inch of that rice paper is fully coated, some with water, but also with plenty of scallion oil. Cheers. is so satisfying. It's salty. The rice paper has the perfect texture. It's somewhere between chewy and gummy. It's really a fun texture that you want to be chewing on. Then you're getting all those flavors just pouring out of it like a stick of spearmint gum. Once you got the hang of the rice paper, you want to start combining that with some of these other ingredients. We want to get that chicharron in there, and we want to get those nice big pieces of fried pork fat. Combine that with a quail egg, and we might just have the perfect bite here. This is one of those foods that will kill you in disguise. A food that comes with the label of salad, but that comes packed full of deadly, delicious fat. So from here, we're gonna go from something spicy and salty to something sweet. Let's move. In our mission to eat the most deadly foods here in Vietnam, it's important not just to get a heart attack from eating fried foods, but also to get diabetes. Enter our next location. Behind me, there is quite literally a Vietnamese dessert cart. It is full of cake. Let me show you. And now we're here already. As you take a look through the display glass, you can see all different types of Vietnamese cakes. Most of the cakes you see here are gonna be made from tapioca starch or other types of flour. Some are green, some are white, some are yellow. They're all beautiful. Vietnam does not have the best reputation when it comes to dessert foods, but they do have one secret weapon, and that would be this right here, coconut cream. This is everything delicious about Vietnamese street side desserts. It's thick, it's creamy, it's salty, it's sugary, and it's full of little tapioca boba chunks. So how does it work? Basically, you choose a cake and she is gonna slather it with that cream sauce on top. Now here's the trickiest part, trying to figure out which cake to eat. For me, I would like to sample a couple and see how they taste. Can I put that one in my mouth? Oh, come on. This is a banana cake. Quite literally, there are chunks of banana inside, and the overall structure is made with a tapioca starch, giving it this bouncy feel. Nice, stringy, gummy. Comparing this to an American banana bread, it's a world of difference, but this is the tropical version. I love it. So that is a brown one, but she has so many different colors here. This right here is what's known locally as a pig skin cake. Look at that soft, reflected pig skin looking texture on there. I'm gonna rip it in half. Oh, wow. You can see the texture here is just absolutely wild. It is made with tapioca starch, with rice flour, some mung bean, and some different other goodies in there too. Let's give it a shot. It's semi-sweet, and it's like a jello that's much more solid. So now I'm gonna be ordering these Vietnamese gummy worms. They are made with tapioca starch, and there's some shredded coconut on top. She puts on some crushed peanuts and sugar, and then finally, she adds some of that coconut cream to top it all off. Oh, as a final step, she puts on some toasted sesame. Thank you, and a spoon. Maybe we can spoon later, huh? No, okay, sorry. Is my wife watching? Yeah? Oh, shit. Is it too bright here? With course number 4, we are resetting our palates with this sweet treat right here. This is a beauty. Now what I'm gonna do is start with the coconut cream. Cheers. Oh my God. It's slightly sweet. You can taste the coconut, you can taste the cream. It's very rich. Honestly, you could skip the cake and just drink this through a straw. I want to try to mix about everything you see here. Some of these strands are green, and they're dyed green through the use of pandan. So there's a little bit of pandan flavor. Take a look at that. You can taste the toasted sesame on top, some of that pure sugar coming from underneath, along with that crushed peanut. The cake itself has a satisfying bite. It's thick, it's very dense and steamed. Each cake has a slightly different flavor, but they have different textures too. So this is a traditional Vietnamese dessert. It doesn't really get more decadent or sweet than this. Here, they're not selling ice cream by the gallon. Whatever you would get at Costco in the USA as an ice cream sample, that's like the whole serving here in Vietnam. And that's why most people in Vietnam aren't fat. So far today, we've had a lot of oil and we've had a lot of sugar, but there's one ingredient missing if you truly want to tank your health, and that ingredient is cheese. Now, typically, you're not going to find a lot of cheese in Vietnam or even the rest of Asia, but this place behind me, they've taken a traditional Vietnamese street food and they've combined it with mozzarella. Let's go take a look. We have come to our food making station right here. Now, the dish in question is called bột chiên, and traditionally, this part would be made up of taro, but actually what she's using here is steamed rice cake made from a rice flour. It all starts with that base getting nice fried and crispy in pure greasy oil. Even more oil. From there, boom, egg, another egg. She takes the eggs, she adds in some scallions, and she gives them a little bit of a beat. She's beating her eggs off. I mean, what? She pours the eggs onto those fried cakes, making some sort of a fried, crispy cake omelet. From here, the mozzarella cheese. 1 scoop, 2 scoops. Oh, just 2 scoops only, but it's still a pretty good amount of scoops. Right there, you can see the cheese getting gooey and melty. From here, an unexpected ingredient, pork liver pate. She treats it like a smash burger and puts it on that hot flat top, and then she puts it on top of everything. This is our foundation, but now it's gonna get some more ingredients. First, he puts on shredded papaya. It's a new person, by the way. Then he puts on some sweet soy sauce. And that dish, I assume, is complete because it's leaving me at this, oh, someone else is eating that. Just looking at it, it seems like the cheese is living in perfect harmony with everything you see on the plate. I also love just how diabolically unhealthy everything here looks. But there is one brave soldier on this plate doing his best to stop any future cardiac arrest. The papaya. Keep fighting the good fight, little buddy. All right, before we get to that, let's try this. This is that fried rice cake. Oh, it tastes of toasted rice. That's very nice. For our main flavoring agent here, they've given me this, a type of sweet soy sauce. It's sweet, it's salty, and it really saturates that rice cake. What you're supposed to do is pour that soy sauce on a little bit of everything. I want to hit a little bit of that pate, some of that egg, and even more rice cake. That looks divine. This is drunk food if I've ever seen drunk food. I can't believe anybody sober is actually eating this. Just kidding, it's like 4 p.m. Cheers. That bite with the liver pate, with the egg, with that fried piece of cake and that sugary sweet soy sauce, that is firing off every dopamine receptor in my brain. Let's move next to the cheese. Right here, we have melted mozzarella. Oh, look at that cheese pull. Here we got the cheese, we got more of those crispy cakes and some egg too. That's a big glob of cheese. You know, I was drawn to this location because of the cheese, yet it works without the cheese, yet it works even better with the cheese. And then honestly, this papaya, I'm not sure where that fits in. I wouldn't recommend doing this with people, but we need kind of a papaya apartheid there. You stay there, away from the other food. What now? Right here you can see some of that egg that's blended with the cheese. The final boss move really is to take this chili sauce. This is for that final hit of dopamine where we need even more flavor. 10 out of 10, no complaints, no feedback, no notes. And honestly, this is gonna be hard to top, but we do have 2 more locations remaining, and we're gonna see if we can find an even higher peak to climb. Let's keep moving. It is nearly 5 p.m., and that means it is rush hour. And in Saigon, there's no better place to stop during rush hour than a spot like this. Here, this woman is serving banh mi in a way you have never seen before. Let's go take a look. Right behind me, we have the maker of this dish, a dish that roughly translates to banh mi that's been grilled and stuff is put on top of it. Good translation, huh? Right now, we're gonna get into it. Step 1, she cuts open the banh mi and she fills it with this margarine. Then she transfers that to the grill and she begins to crush it. This is a flattened banh mi. Next, she puts a sauce on top of the banh mi. It smells delicious with that sauce on top of there. Quick fun note, right there, she has a tiny fan to help keep the fire and charcoal hot here.
Tecnologia!
Next, she takes out our container and she cuts the banh mi into little bitty pieces. This is the foundation of our dish. The next step, they call this mayonnaise, a sweet creamy sauce that goes on top. From here, chili sauce. After that, she puts on some dried baby shrimpies. Then she hits it with a little bit of chicken floss. Then some fried onions and some sausages join the party. Next, quail eggs go on the side and our dish is ready to eat. Thank you. This right here, one of the most unusual banh mi's I've ever seen in my life. A banh mi that is flattened out and topped with ingredients rather than being stuffed with ingredients. Well, let's see how it tastes. I'm gonna get 2 of these together. Look at all this tasty bread. You can see some of that pork floss. It's about what you would imagine. That is crushed bread. It reminds me of when I was a kid. We would eat bologna sandwiches. We would put chips inside and then we would crush the sandwich and eat it like that. This is the Vietnamese version of that. Throw in a quail egg. Somehow beef jerky is part of this party. That's nice too. So beyond the pork floss and the beef jerky, there's some thin stripes of hot dog. I gotta say, I like it. Is this the unhealthiest thing we've had all day? Absolutely not. But what it is it pure carb and salt and processed crap. Pork floss is processed, right? I mean, pigs don't actually floss, do they? So listen, this is great as an appetizer, but this is just helping us build up to the ultimate Vietnamese food that will kill you. What is it? Well, you're gonna find out next.
For our final stop on today's deadly food tour, a humble food cart dishing out every Asian's guilty pleasure, instant noodles. They've got a solid lineup, mostly from Korea, Indonesia, and Vietnam. What makes this place special? Full customization. Want beef? Easy. Cheese? Sure. Fish balls? Crab sticks? You can add that in too. Whatever you want, he can make it happen. Now let's see how he does it. Every bowl starts with the noodles. My pick? Hao Hao, a Vietnamese noodle brand. The noodles are boiled while he preps the base, seasoning packets with a hit of sauté sauce. Once cooked, the noodles get dumped back into this bucket of flavor. Now, the fun part, loading up the toppings. First, veggies, bok choy, and kimchi. Then, the proteins, beef, ground pork, 2 shrimp balls, and a fried egg. Top it off with a reckless amount of cheese, some scallion for the final touch, and we're done.
All right, folks, we have our final meal right here, and it looks amazing. Instant noodles loaded with different stuff on top, and we give you a little bit of a sidecar of broth on the side. Warm, heartwarming, potentially filled with MSG. All the things I love about a good broth. This food, it might be the most dangerous food that we're eating all day because highly processed foods like instant noodles are linked to an early death. It's kind of a tough thing to think about before you eat. Hold on, is that a dog? Why is that dog so close to the ground? Luckily, there is no dog in our bowl today. No, okay, sorry. Moving on, let's get into it. First of all, take a look at these shrimp balls. This shrimp must have had a lot of gusto because I've never seen a shrimp with balls like this. What I love about these balls is that they're absolutely caked in this processed cheese. Oh, unintentional shrimp ball cheese pull. Let's give it a shot. Surprisingly delicious. It's shrimpy, it's bouncy, and it was full of cheese. So that is a shrimp ball, but we are here after all for the noodle. And if you dig down deep enough, beyond the egg, beyond the beef, holy cow, this looks like some Korean beef bulgogi. Okay, I can't go beyond the beef, I must eat the beef. That's some nice tender beef. If somehow you find a way to get beyond the beef, you will indeed find noodles. This is what it's all about. What I want right now is to mix some of this cheese with some of these noodles.
It's enough to make a grown man cry.
It's so good. The cheese alone, amazing. But those noodles, he put some of that noodle seasoning on there, plus some of his own seasonings. It's a great flavor combination. So that is our final food, a food chock full of processed carbohydrates, seasoning, MSG, and cheese. Quite a quadrus secta. What's the word for 4 things? Quite the trifecta, +1. But how say you? Today I tried 7 different unhealthy foods in Vietnam, and I want to know downstairs in the comments which you would most want to try. If I had to reveal my absolute favorite one, it would be the Bo Chiên. That was a perfect combination of crispy stuff, cheese, sweet things. It was completely indulgent. I loved every moment of it.